Hello and welcome to the second video of the India versus European Union series, and this video is about the general facts about the European Union with me, the real European. The same procedure like with the video about India. I will start with the geography of the European Union. At first, the EU has 27 member states. This includes, for example, Germany, France, Spain, Sweden, Finland, and Poland, and also some other states. And it's in the middle or at the heart of Europe, and mostly of the states are Europe states, but one country like Cyprus is an Asian country, and also Malta, there are some say that it's an African country. So the European Union is not only on the EU continent. The politics. So the EU is a mixed intergovernmental directorial parliamentary confederation. This means that the EU is indeed a supranational organization with structures like a state, but without an area like a normal country has. But what is very interesting is that the EU have a constitution like all states around the world, so that it have the same structure and institutions like states have, but it isn't like them because it's an intergovernmental confederation. Also the same procedure like in the India world video, that the Economist Democracy Index and the EU, this is not the data for the EU because there does not exist some indices about it, but we have the member states. So the EU have member states which are full democracy or flawed democracy. These are most states, so it's the first. And then there are also hybrid regimes. So I will call no member state because I won't discriminate some. The second, the Freedom in the World Index. So we have some free states and some partially free states. And the World Press Freedom Index. In some countries, the situation is good or very good. And we have also some region which is very hard for journalists, so there's the situation problematic. And last but not least, the Corruption Perceptions Index. In the EU are countries which are very less corrupt and some which are very corrupt. And also the EU has some problems with corruption. I think some of you heard about the corruption scandals with the EU Parliament, but these are very rare things. So the EU, at a glance, it's a very clean organization. The society. The EU has a general population with 448 million people, so it's a not so huge populated region, but more than 80% of these people are living in cities, and now because of that the EU have the highest ranking of people who live in cities worldwide, and the EU is the heart of the most official languages. So the EU as an organization has more than 20 official languages, which is very high, and it's not the highest in the world, but one of the highest. And the euro is the most common currency worldwide with some member states. So like it's the eurozone, or so-called eurozone is so the euro, because of that, is the most common currency because more than 20 states using it in this eurozone. So this is very, very specific for the EU. And what is also very important is that the EU is one of the zones worldwide where non-digital payment is very popular because of the very old population here in Europe is it. So it's not because the young people also saying, oh, let's pay non-digital. So this is also one thing about the society. So the next thing are the economics. And the EU is one of the slowest economies worldwide. That's very important to say. And you can see it also like we have some data here at the pages. like the energy inflation rate was this year in May under 0%, so like was minus 0.3%. The inflation rate for food was over 15%, and the normal inflation rate more than 7%. And you see it now, the GDP grows only 0.1% in the first quarter of this year, so it's very, very slow. And you heard it in the video of India that it grows in the last quarter, so the first quarter of 2023, more than 5%. So, and what is also very interesting is that the employment rate in the EU is under 6%, so it was last year higher. And the house price growth, but it's not so important. And yeah, last but not least, we have the nature and climate thing. This data is also from the Climate Action Tracker. It's a very popular website and platform. And the EU is ranking at insufficient. This means that the plans for the EU to be CO2 neutral is not good enough, that the EU will go the modeled domestic pathway for 1.5 degrees of climate change, so that the Earth will be hotter when the EU will do its plans like now. So this is also a huge problem, because the European Union is one of the biggest emittents worldwide. It's the emissions are today or now higher than the Indians. So the EU is ranking at place 3 behind the United States and China. So it's one of the hubs which must be changed from emissions or like coal to greener energy.